And welcome back, guys. So I'm over here on Once Human. I am recording during the day. You may hear some background noise. Not much I can do about it. Just kind of try to ignore that background noise. Anyways, so I want to talk about how I took a break Wednesday. Was not feeling well. I sat in bed for like 3 days resting. After 3 days of resting in my bed, I sit there and started feeling well enough to do some gameplay. I load up Alof, and I immediately get hit with eh. And anytime a gamer goes eh, that means they're bored. They're not interested in playing that game at that point. So I just got done playing Assassin's Creed Shadows before I got sick for 3 days. And I was extremely burnt out of playing any kind of game. Uh, the rules with me is if I started playing a game and I've been recording my gameplay, I gotta at least play the game once and go through it once of gameplay. So sitting there paying $227 for the ultra rare edition of Assassin's Creed Shadows, I gotta at least play it once. And it's the most boring game I've ever played. I will compare it to a farm simulator. That's how boring it was. Game becomes kind of interesting 30, 40 hours in, but after 10 hours, after that 30, 40 hour mark, it just becomes extremely boring again. And I'm sitting there freaking finally I'm done playing this game. I don't have to worry about sitting in there for 60 to an hour and 30 minutes of watching a cutscene. Whoever thought that was a good idea, yeah, no, that was not a good idea. Anyways, so took a break from Wednesday till Sunday. That's where my break was supposed to end. It ended up going to Monday because I still wasn't in the mood to record gameplay of me playing Alof. I'm sitting there, crap, I've got to sit here and play Alof. It comes to a time where you play a game to a point that you're like seeing the same shit. Oh, cool. Look, there's a tree on a desert island. That's new, but you see the kind of problem I was having there. You're exploring an island, and it's the same configuration with a couple little changes. It's just like, are you freaking kidding me? There's nothing new to look forward to. You know, you're making no progression of getting more stuff or more blueprints or something to encourage you to keep pressing forward to playing Ilof. So I'm hoping by taking a small break from Alof that I'll be wanting to play Alof again. So in the meantime, I think I'm going to record my gameplay of me playing Once Human with a small group of people over here at Once Human. So since Wednesday of last week to Monday of this week, I've been playing Once Human with a group of friends from a virtual club known as Cosmic Dreams. Now, I'm going to keep this very brief and very short. Okay? Regarding Cosmic Dreams, me and the head host were banned from it. I've been banned multiple times from Cosmic Dreams. I got banned the first time, a second time, and the second and third time are both bullshit reasons. They don't actually have proof to keep me banned, but they say they have proof, but I call bullshit. I'll see it when I believe it. That's just how I am. Anyways, so yeah, me and the head host of Cosmic Dreams has been permanently banned from Cosmic Dreams. I have no plans of going back. They're lucky I even gave Cosmic Dreams a third chance of me actually returning. So that's where I stand regarding that. I don't want to hear about Cosmic Dreams. I don't want to hear, oh my god, Dark Angel did that. You want to get blocked? Not kidding. I got treated very badly, in my point of view, as a VIP at Cosmic Dreams. So, we're over here and play Once Human as we get off that nasty, negative topic. Uh, so, the group I'm playing with here on Once Human, the event host made it sound like he's never played Once Human. So I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, I'll come over and teach you how to play Once Human. I get on Once Human, they've nerfed the shit out of this game. I come back, you can't put a vending machine truck in Blackfell anymore. It'll literally teleport back to your base. What the fuck? Alrighty. So, I started my acid farm because acid's a key resource in one's human, where you need acid in order to craft like better gear or create furniture items and things like that. So I started up my normal pump farm where the pump goes into a water tank, it collects the polluted water, the dirty water, and then it goes for the osmosis, which turns the dirty water into purified water and turns the polluted water into acid. And I'm like, okay, we'll start this up. I go offline, I come back on. They've made it so that your acid farm will no longer work if you log off the servers. So you literally have to stay logged into their servers 24/7 to get your acid farm to work correctly, which I don't think that was a good change. So I'm kind of pissed about that. So now I'm over here fucking around and finding out regarding the planter boxes where I'm running the boxes at the top of the base, trying to figure out, okay, so people are talking about making contaminated plants that when you take the contaminated plants after you grow them up top, you can put them in these like wooden keg barrels and you can have them disintegrate and turn to acid. And I'm like, okay, I have no idea what the hell I'm doing regarding growing contaminated plants. And I'm like, alrighty, well, we're about to find out. So I've been fucking about with that and learning, okay, this is how you do this is how you do that. It's like, fuck. um, so that's pretty much what's going on with Once Human regarding me and the small group that we're playing on here. The plan is to try to do like a town on Way of Winter where we link our bases together with pathways. At least that's the idea. We haven't really worked out how the hell we're going to do that yet, but that's the plan. So, or even having three bases merged together to form one huge base. That was an idea too. But you kind of get the idea. I'm teaching them, okay, this is how you upgrade your blueprints. You got to get blueprint fragments. You got to go over and get this stuff called Star Chrome. You got to come over here. You've got to take your Storm Chrome. You got to spend it at the Wish Machine to get blueprints. Then you take these blueprints. You apply it to your weapon of choice. So, for instance, I have a machete on right now. Or if I get off of this right here, and I go to my sniper rifle right here, I can upgrade this with more stars, which allows it to do more damage. You kind of get the idea. I'm been teaching them how this crap works, basically. As I go sit back down. So you can kind of understand what I've been doing. I've been teaching them, okay, this is how you put down a water pump. You got to make sure that the shining light going from the water pump goes upwards into the pump. And then the pump sends it to the water tank. And then this water line going up to the pump goes into the osmosis or the water purifier. I've been teaching them how this shit works, basically. So, yeah, it's been fun so far. Um, they actually asked me if I would record gameplay when we go to play Wave Winter, and I agreed. I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, we could fuck around and find out. uh, so you're gonna see some gameplay of me playing Once Human right now of what we do daily of playing Once Human. We're gonna cut the videos down to like one video a day for the time being while I'm still technically on break. And eventually I'll go back to playing Alof. When Dune Awakening becomes available, which is going to be, I think it's May 20th, but early access is May 15th. I plan to play Dune Awakening as well, so you have something to look forward to. I have it pre-ordered. Just gotta wait for it to release. I'm sitting here, wait a minute, is it April 20th it releases? Or is it, you know, May 20th? And I had to look, and I'm like, oh, okay, it is May 20th. I thought it was this month, and I'm like, oh, nope, it's not this month. Speaking of games, has anyone looked over at Nintendo and go, did Nintendo lose their frickin' mind? Nintendo's charging $500 for the Switch 2, and I'm like, hell no. They're charging $100 for Mario Kart, and I'm like, hell no. I'm over here trying to save up for a PS5, and the last time I looked, that a PS5 cost like $500. That price has shot up to like $700, $800. I'm like, I guess I'm waiting to play Death Stranding or Death Stranding 2, because that is too expensive for me. So, regarding the topic of games getting expensive, you may notice that video gameplay of me playing a game might be slowed. We may go over and start replaying Gears of War 1, 2, and 3 because the quality on those videos was absolutely crap. For some reason, my gameplay on Gears of War 1, 2, and 3 was in 720p, and I have learned recently how to do 1080p and 1440p, which is better resolution. It doesn't look like a blur going across the screen. And 720p, it looks like a blur going across your screen. So you can kind of understand why I would want to go back and redo that. So that's how we're going to manage the whole, okay, gaming's getting expensive. If you thought it was expensive before, it's definitely more expensive now. And you might see me do Rust tutorials. Right now I'm waiting for my group that I usually play Rust with to actually become more active on Rust so that I can do like a tutorial on how to do launch site of how to get the red card or how to do the puzzle to get up to the roof or how to deal with Bradley, which is a little AI tank. You can kind of understand where it's kind of important to make sure that the group that you play Rust with is active so that they can help you clear a zone so you can explain how to, you know, do the puzzle in that zone. It's kind of important. So that's mostly what's going on with the channel right now and what's going on with me and why I've been missing in action since Wednesday to this week of Monday. I've just been trying to get myself interested in wanting to play Alof again, and I've been trying to recover from being sick. And I'm more interested in playing Once Human because they've made quite a bit of changes. They've nerfed the shit out of gold and silver. It's basically very hard to find now. They have nerfed the crap out of most farms. And I'm just kind of looking over like, you know, playing with a group of friends that have never played Way of Winter might be kind of fun. And getting their reactions when they see the Chaos Weaver might be kind of fun. It might be kind of fun to see the friend shoot the Chaos Weaver and have the Chaos Weaver chase them down. I'll be like, oh hell no, I am not dealing with that. So a Chaos Weaver on Way of Winter is a giant like metal golem thing where it usually takes a group to take down a Chaos Weaver. So go ahead, look up Chaos Weaver and we'll look up Way of Winter and you'll kind of understand what the hell I'm talking about. Anyways, hopefully this video was helpful. This is just the nicest way I could put it. I've tried multiple times to say this video nicely regarding Cosmic Dreams, and this is just the best way I could keep it as is. I'm not going to go into why me and the head host were banned from Cosmic Dreams. All I'm going to really say is, hey, yep, we're banned. We're not going back. Third time's the charm. Anyways, make sure you hit the like button, make sure to subscribe button. I'll see you guys next video.